Rise and shine, kids. Hope you're doing well. Amidst any weather, the season is always ready for us to learn. Whatever may be the seasons, we are going to overcome every hurdles to conquer our one goal, our one mission to lead a life and be a light for everyone. And today's lesson is just a continuation of our previous topic. What is it? Remember? What was our previous lesson we saw? It is not ended. Yes, that's a hospitality. The pros number 1, the gift. So children, let's first see what are the things that we are going to do for today's class.
The gift, plot and conclusion.
To do for you today. About a day with Doraemon. Story recital with your teacher. Then the color glossary. I will take a peek and sneak in to explain you the meaning and the examples. Last but not the least, the plot and the conclusion. So, happy learning, children! A word today. Your favorite Doraemon is here. Okay, today's word. Did you find a clue in my attire? My outfit seems different. The exact word to tell about my attire is disguise. That is the word for today. To change the appearance to hide the identity. Hope I hidden my identity well. See.
Children, do you remember the first word we learned before we begin this lesson? It starts with the letter E and it ends with the letter Y. Can you guess what is that word? Right, it's empathy. Shall we practice the spelling for that using clap and punch method? You know that very well. Now, can we do that faster? Are you ready to accept this challenge? Yes. You're going to clap or punch first? Punching. E, M, P, no. Consonants. P, A, T, H, Y. E, M, 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 P, A, T, H, Y. Did you get it? Let's continue reading. This is where we stopped last time. After he got away from irritated man, the old man was tired and could not walk anymore. So he sat under a tree and soon slept. A man in shabby clothes woke him up and asked, "Who are you? Why are you lying here?" The old man replied, "I have no food and no place to stay."
Shabby. S-H-A-B-B-Y. Meaning worn out. The old man was wearing a shabby cloth. The poor man who talked to the old beggar was also wearing a shabby cloth. Its meaning is worn out. Shabby.
The poor man said, "You look very tired and hungry. Come to my home and stay with us." The old man replied, "I don't want to be a burden. I just need some food." The poor man said, "Okay, come and have some food with us." He took the old man to his hut. The hut was very small and barely enough room for the family. The old man saw that the house wouldn't withstand the monsoon. The house had no furniture, but only a few utensils were there for use. Do you think the woman can have food in this sort of house? Children, we are halfway through the story. As of the plot and what happened in the beginning and in the middle, do you guess what kind of plot this story comes under? The plot is very simple. It's problem and solution. The problem, I guess, from these passages must be a hunger. Hunger-struck old man was begging for food. What might be the solution? Kids, just now we saw a shabby man took the beggar to his house. In fact, it was a home filled with family and a lot of joy and love. Do you think the old man got satisfied? Will they be able to provide him the food he wanted? Was it really the problem? Was it just the hunger and food the old man was facing? Let's see. Let's read further. Come, let's read. The people in the house, a lady and the 2 children, were happy to welcome the old man in. They made him sit comfortably. The children sat near him. The old man was happy. The man introduced himself and his family. I'm Kalyan and I work in the farm nearby. This is my wife Viji and my 2 children Gopi and Radhika. Soon the children got close to the old man and they even asked him many questions and played with him. Now the Kalyan helped the man wash his face and hands. When the old man entered the hut, Viji was ready to serve food. They all sat in a circle. Viji served them the gruel from an earthen pot. Now children, do you notice there is a new word here? Gruel. Gruel. It's like cruel. Gruel. Okay? Gruel is a porridge which is watery and soupy. They are made out of rice. First, she gave to the old man and then to children and Kalyan. After the dinner, Kalyan laid a mat for the old man to sleep. The next morning, the old man asked them to pack their things immediately. They all couldn't understand why he asked so. Before they could ask, the beggar said, I'm not a beggar. I'm the landlord from a nearby town. My family and I were helping the poor and the needy. My wife and son died 2 years back. Without them, I continued my service. As I grew older, I wanted someone to take care of my wealth and continue my service after me. You have to accept this request and fulfill my desire. What do you think Kalyan would have done? Shall we see that? We are again back to the plot. Now it's getting cleared. What is the problem for that old man? Hunger or food or place to stay is not the problem. The real problem is he wanted someone to take care of his wealth and to continue his service. He was helping the poor and the needy. So that is the problem. He wanted to find a replacement, a heir for his good works. Now, that can't be done without this disguise. So, today we saw a word called disguise. So, this old man disguised himself as a beggar. But he's not really a beggar, he was a landlord for the nearby village. Now, who is the solution he found out? Kalyan and his family. He was so sure that his decision is going to be correct because they were able to help a stranger, that too a poor person who was begging for food. So he was sure. Who was sure? The old man who was dressed like a beggar, but in fact he was a landlord. Now let's read the conclusion of this story. Conclusion. After hearing all that, Kalyan was reluctant, but the old man persuaded him and his family. The old man was very happy. He was happy that his service would continue many more years after his death.
Kids, here are the two words. Reluctant, meaning hesitant. Persuaded, meaning convinced. Here's an example for you to understand. I was reluctant to go to the highland, but my friends persuaded me. Hey, we did it! We finished our first lesson. And so, what did we see today? We saw the glossaries for the 4 words. First, we began with shabby, reluctant, and then persuaded. Also, your teacher taught you growl. We have to now write down everything in your journal. Word journal, remember, kids?
Bye, kids. See you again next time.